Hey guys, I'm reviewing a creepypasta OC, Trainwreck by Bumftini. I apologize if I pronounced that wrong. So let's start off with the fact he's half human, half train, which is pretty interesting. I want to know how that happened. And then he in progress, so there's some things missing from here. Basically, half of his head is the right half of his head looks almost shaven, or at least extremely short, and that's brown. The other half is the left side's a lot longer, and that's dark yellow. He has a gear sticking out of the right side of his head. No, maybe that's no. I don't think I'm mixing up left and right now, guys. I'm an idiot. Oh, it's supposed to be on the right. His eyes are black and the pupil is yellow. He has dots around his eye. I don't know why there's dots around his eyes. And reasoning for the coloring. I'm also curious as to how he sees. Every time I see a character like this, I'm always curious to how they see. Because our pupil is black because it's a hole in our eye. So I kind of know how he sees. He's like, he has... It says it somewhere. So he has like these things coming outside of his mouth, or like, they're like pipes where steam comes out of them. I think she says they are further down. It's pretty human, so I think a few more train aspects should be put in there. He's wearing a dark yellow coat that like comes out as a black cape, past his waist comes out down, and cape like flat fashion. It's dark gray. He's wearing gray pants, black and white boots. His coat has dark gray cuffs. The design is pretty interesting. But again, he looks a lot more human than Train, so I would want to include that in there. Maybe a few more Train features. I'm also confused how the gear works, because later it says he spins the gear. I'm confused how that works. Wouldn't his brain be in the way? But I think so. I'm guessing Trainwreck ties into something with him, other than just the fact he looks. Other than his nickname is Choo Choo. It's an adorable little nickname. But the problem I have with the nickname Choo Choo is he doesn't seem like the type of person who would accept such a nickname. And it says he has no friends, so I don't think he'd give himself that nickname either. So I want a little more background on the nickname, and I feel like, and who can say it, because I feel like he would severely injure most people for calling him that. His real name's Vincent. My guess means he had a life before this. He wasn't always half human, half train. And I guess the reason for not having a middle name and last name may be memory loss or something from this. I don't know. It could work if it's explained. He's 27. He's male. He's 6'3". And he has no powers. He's taken by this character Gwen. She's an interesting character, but reading further down, I want to know more reasons for the ship, not just because of the gears and the fact they're steampunk. I want to know more reason how it works too, because he lives a train station and he's from somewhere in England, I believe. Did he move? Cause she lives somewhere in America. Did he move, or do they have I want to know how this relationship works and how they get together and stuff, because his personality is grumpy, annoyed, a-hole to everyone, and it's made pretty clear he works alone, he hates most people, he doesn't trust most people. So I want to know a little more how it works. His weapons are the smoke that comes out of his windpipes. How does he have to get really close and get the smoke on the people, or can he control it somehow and make it go to the people while still staying hot? His hobbies are reading about trains, cleaning, and cooking. I would advise maybe adding a little more to his hobbies and basically more to what he does in general. Does he take part does he take parts from trains and stuff? Does he work on them? Is there anything else he does? Does he have any try to give a few more hobbies that help paint a better picture of him. His personality is grumpy and annoyed and a-hole to everyone. Add a bit more to that, because this is it seems like an overall general personality you can pin with a lot of people. You may want to include in there that he's cynical, and he has a saying that's "Choo choo, here comes the train wreck." That sounds like this might be a little bit of a twisted joke, so you might want to include that in there, that he has to make him not completely and utterly negative, because even the worst people aren't like that. There's always some aspect to them that's decent. He lives in a train station. He has no theme song. You don't need to give him a theme song, that's okay. His favorite color is dark yellow. So we didn't even go over dislikes or likes. Okay, he likes steampunks and trains, and he dislikes everything and everyone except trains. Why? I want reason behind this. What happened to him? What caused him to hate so many things? Also, try to add some more likes. I doubt everything. He hates everything. And try to get things he's neutral about. Does he really hate an innocent little... Well, I guess you could hate a baby. Does he hate that random ladybug on the other side of the world that's not messing with him? Try to pick out a few more specific dislikes, or general groups of dislikes, rather than just saying everything. His fears are being torn apart. I guess that makes sense. His abilities are turning smoke into air. Quite smart. Not really an ability, but okay. Twist his gear when thinking. That's not ability either. It's a little habit. Again, how does that not, isn't there a brain there in his head that you have to worry about? He can climb and run quite well, but prefers to use his brain more, and can map out strategies in his head for thinking. Mapping out strategies is good. Climbing is good. Most people can run really well. So there are a lot of people who can't, but there's a good few that can. So, but that fits. He's right-handed. He speaks English. He's bisexual, so nothing wrong with that. He's from London. Yeah, again, so did he move to America to be with Gwen? Did Gwen move there? How did they meet? That makes his ship very confusing, especially with his dislike of a lot of things. His weaknesses are fire. I don't get the fire. Because the steam coming out of his pipes, it makes me think of steam engines, and those usually have fires. And so I feel like it doesn't make sense with him being part train. People. How are people his weakness? Just because he hates them doesn't mean it's a weakness. Is there something specific about people that makes it that way? Sharp objects, because he's still part human, and his back is his weakest spot. If you have to do a certain thing to his back, is at a certain point on his back. Quirks, or he can't deal with stress. He runs away if he feels overwhelmed. So I guess that's a way. So that's hitting a lot more his personality too. So make sure to tie in that he strays himself from others and prefers to work alone. He finds it very, very, very hard to love. Again, this makes the ship thing. It could work. Both characters are extremely interesting. I just think it needs better explanation. He hates loud noises. Trains are usually associated with being loud, so again, this doesn't make sense with him being part train. And there's certain loud noises he doesn't like. Why does it, like, is it certain loud noises? Like, there's a sound that gets on, everyone has one sound that really gets on their nerves. Is there anything more specific you can say than that? His brain is more powerful than an average human's brain. That makes sense. More like that can make sense. That can tie into the whole train thing too, so that's good. He has parents and they're alive. He has no sibling, children, partner, family, or mentors. His friend is Gwen, since she's steampunk as well. There's usually more behind friendship than that. He has no allies, and most people are his rivals or enemies. He's still working on a backstory. So, he's a pretty interesting character. It's mostly just explaining more in depth, which I know you're going to do. But there's some things that don't line up. Like, definitely add to him being a train and give a reason for this extreme dislike of people. Add more train features. The fire and loud noises don't make sense with him being part train, and explain how his eyes work. Like, every time I see a character with eyes like that aren't exactly like that, but like that, I'm curious as to how they can work. Like, I guess if they're a demon or something, then there you go. Or if it's like a giant hole and the yellow dots is splashed in the vision, I guess it could work. Other than that, explain how it kind of works. Because, is it like, can light still get through the yellow? He just can't see the color yellow. So, and again, explain how that ship works. Because both are interesting characters, and I'm sure there's a way you can work it out. But there's a few flaws in that. Other than that, it's pretty interesting, and it's a decent character, and I can't wait to see what you do with it. So, that's a review of Trainwreck, and I hope it wasn't too harsh because it's still an in-progress character. So, bye!